So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having us here in Poland again. Please put your hands up if you were here with me last year. Nice. That's a big compliment to the organizers. So, you may remember that last year we presented how Infinity can bring actions to Qlik. And not only capture the decisions based on data and track their progress, but we even demonstrated ChatGPT suggested the next actions. But if you are interested in that, come to our booth. This session is going to be about something different. It will be about the core of the business processes, about planning. Based on almost 10 years of experience and hundreds of real-life implementations of Infinity to our customers worldwide, we identified multiple stages or maturity stages, how companies define and adjust their plans. So today we are going to guide you through them, and it will be up to you to identify in which stage you currently are, and hopefully we will motivate you to move forward to the next one that's ahead of you. So, when the company realizes that they need a plan, the easiest way to do is to come up with a number. No data involved, just gut feeling, experience, today's mood. And since we promised live demos during the session, Marian, could you please show us how such a process could look like?
I feel a lot of potential here, so let's say 50 millions.
Great plan. Let's go for it.
Yes.
But let's be serious. When the company realizes that they need data-driven planning, what happens? Most often, there is this one person who becomes an owner of the planning process, the expert. The expert builds a fabulous spreadsheet with the whole business model defined inside the spreadsheet. And when any inputs are needed, the expert writes an email to the colleague, writes a message on Teams to another colleague, or even asks them during a coffee break at office. But that means when the plan is presented to the company, no one really knows how it was created, except for the expert. And that means the core business process of the company depends on a single person. Is that really what you want? No? No? Okay, smart guys here in the audience. No, that's definitely not what you want. So, Marian, what's next?
And this stage is starting to be interesting because we are pretty happy that the companies want to collect more inputs of the data. They want to involve more people into the process or involve more departments. But how to do it in the fastest way?
I know.
Try.
Spreadsheet. And
yes.
Another one. And another one to that guy, another one to that lady.
Guys? Spreadsheet. Yeah. I think all of you knows that final boss of the files, which name is sales planning version 7, approved by CFO, but not yet. And just imagine that those kind of files rolling out the companies and someone has to consolidate it. And it's pretty messy sometimes, and we exactly know that, and we discuss it with the customers. But here is the thing. Infinity brings the value exactly in this point, which means you will move from manual consolidation to one single point of the truth inside of the Qlik.
Yes, and we should definitely move to the next stage, because that's what exactly Marian just described. Real-time, live collaboration in a single user interface. It doesn't mean that those people will need to do more work. Just instead of entering their plans and their data into their own version of the Excel file, they open interface they already know, Qlik. I believe all of you have some Qlik licenses, right? And enter their data there, directly to the Qlik sheet through Infinity. No manual consolidation out of the box. And all the field validation, predefined structure, everything is prepared and can be changed because it's not their version of the file. And another additional benefit of this approach is that in every single minute of a day, you can always check the progress of the process. You don't need to ask your colleagues whether they already sent the Excel file to someone, whether it has been approved or so. You open a dashboard and you see it. Those 47 people submitted their data. Those 3 haven't. I should chase them because I need to put the plan together, right? So, if we have all this established in a company and we got rid of Excel.
Let's move to the future. AI. Oh my God, that buzzword. Okay, but we have a predictions, which means basically you can enrich your data based on machine learning predictions. And main goal of this is to improve accuracy. And I would like to say AI shouldn't make decisions instead of the human, but AI should help the human make better decisions.
Very nicely put.
Yeah.
Do we want to show them?
That's very important.
Do we want to show them?
Yes, let's dive into it.
Okay, actually I already have this demo application open here. So what you can see on my screen right now is a demo application focused on sales planning and budgeting. As a person, instead of filling the data in the Excel file, I can say that for the first quarter of the next year, let's imagine I'm responsible for Finland, I'm committed to this target. It's so easy. And as I update the data on the go, you may notice that it's instantly updated in the related fields. I don't need to do any consolidations or something like that. It's instantly updated and calculates target total as well as difference between the current target total and last year revenues. And when I hit, okay, let's change this because, oh geez, I want the...
Your life is okay. It's supposed to happen sometimes.
And when I hit save, did you notice what happened? Did you? No? No? Some of you did. Thank you very much for watching what we are doing here. For the rest of you, I will do it again, and please look at this bottom part of the screen. When I hit the save button, all Qlik objects are updated instantly. No reload of the application is required. That's the technology we are bringing. Live updates, instant refresh, and whenever I hit the save button, this data is available to every single person who is working with the same data, with the same sheet at the time. And if there are multiple people working at the same time, they will lock their rows so you prevent any conflicts. That's what it means to really collaborate on your plans. So when this user updates the data, it's locked for the other one. No refresh of the browser or anything, just like that. Predictions, right? That was the next thing. Oh, I always like to show all the stuff, but we need to move forward a bit. Okay, let's go to this one. So what you see here is another Infinity object for planning purposes. Very often, planners got frustrated when they open an empty table and they are supposed to fill data in. Of course, with Infinity, they can use last year data. Then the plan is pre-filled, and as the end user, as the planner, I can say it's okay, but I want to adjust this particular cell. And it's that easy. But the predictions, I know, I remember. Updating data or plans or filling the plans with predictions shouldn't be frustrating for the planners, right? It should be just another option like last year data. That's exactly what it is. Use predictions for all my products. And it's updated just like that. And again, I am the end user. I am the one who is supposed to make the decision. So I will say, okay, but for this particular value, I know that there is some marketing campaign planned. And this is what I want to use as my final plan and submit it, and everything else updates. So coming back to the metro line.
Yeah, So we move from someone's head through files, collaboration, predictions, but it's not enough for me. I want something more natural.
Natural.
Yes, natural. That's the correct word.
What could be natural? Excel.
AI-powered Excel.
Even more natural than Excel.
Even more natural. Because
something you know since you are born.
Because I'm a big fan of chatbots, it helps me a lot because I don't like the complicated things. And I like to chat about the data and I like to, just writing down what I want and I got exactly what I want. Something in that way.
The way you talk about it, aren't you a bit addicted to it?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's exactly the experience we want to bring to the planners. They should look forward to defining their plans, or at least not being stressed about it. So the next stage that's already here is conversational AI. As a planner, when I am supposed to define the plan for the next year, it's a thing I do once a year, most often, right? And I open a tool. I need to know what I want to do. Most often that's clear. Then I need to know what I can do in the tool. And I need to know where to click in the tool to make what I want, to make adjustments I want. And when I finally realize where to click and what to do and how to do, I click and click and click and make selections because I want all European countries, but not France. Make selections, exclude from selection, then define adjustments. Clicks, 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 clicks. And it's so easy to say it in natural language that I want to increase the plan by 7.25% for all European countries except for France. And Inphi, AI planning agent that we are building for you, will do it for you. Should we show them?
Okay.
Do you want to see? Okay. So for the context, what you see on this screen is Infinity Planning. It's the editable pivot table, technically said. It's ready for planners to enter the updates, planned values, all the things you would expect from advanced planning tools are embedded. Top-down, bottom-up, holding cells, so the value is fixed when the distribution is applied. All of that is there. As you can see me demonstrating that on the screen. But that's not what you want to see right now, right? So, Inphi. Inphi is this magic button embedded directly on your Qlik sheet. You don't need to go anywhere else. You don't need to open Claude, OpenAI, or any other tool because you are in Qlik. You are working with data, and now it's time to use agent. Okay, bam, that's the button. I hit it. And as you see, Inphi understands not only the context of the plan, but it understands the full context of the Qlik application. It has access to a data model. And let me pause that for a bit, because this is another interesting thing. I admit I had to copy and paste that sentence to make sure it's right. But guess what? Now you are guessing what, right? If you switch to a different language that's natural for you, it switches with you automatically. And now the example I already promised and I already explained as a use case for Inphi. Increase the plan by 7.5% for all European countries or months in 2026. It understands us. No matter how I put the prompt, it understands natural language. And when I submit the prompt, it knows which features to use inside Infinity Planning and how to apply them. What you see here is that Inphi is now updating the values inside the plan. For Finland, France wasn't changed. For Germany, and there is also United States that was excluded because Inphi automatically knows United States isn't a European country. And that's not an information coming from a data model. That's a general knowledge that's incorporated in how Infi works. And as you mentioned, Marian,
that's exactly what I want. Makes my life easier.
Yeah, it already is.
Thank you.
And as you already mentioned, I already said, it's up to the person to make the final decision. So again, that's exactly what I can do. I can say that I want to adjust this, what Infi already adjusted. And this is the final plan. This is what I want to submit as my inputs for the core business process of our company. Okay, so this is the planning metro line.
So yeah, the main question is, where are you today? But my question is, where you wanted to be? And if you wanted to be in another stage, let's discuss in our booth. You are welcomed. Thank you for attention.